Hello and welcome to day 6. Yesterday while driving in the evening, I was listening to Meditations by Marcus-Aurelius. That's the book that I'm coming back to quite often. And there was this one thing that really made me think that I don't think I've ever been perceiving things in this way. He says that you should never value anything that makes you break the promise you made to yourself. And it's funny because I realize that rationally I do agree with it, but I can't find myself an agreement with it. And I think I found out why. So, first things first, how I see this statement is, whenever you make yourself a promise to yourself, which you mean is you're aiming at the highest good, whatever is your value hierarchy, whatever it is, you're aiming at whatever is on the top, and you're making yourself a promise. I'm doing some kind of an effort towards the best. That is your promise you make to yourself. You're not making any other promises. Nothing else. Whatever is on the bottom of your hierarchy is not worthy to make a promise. Whatever is not part of your hierarchy, or of your hierarchy of values, is not going to be relevant at all. Therefore, you make a promise about the most important things. And whenever you do anything that make you break the promise you made to yourself, you're basically acting against what you perceive as the highest good. What you perceive as your God. Even if you don't call them this way. If it's the most important thing, this is kind of your God. And the reason why it didn't resonate with me is because I do break the promises that I make to myself very, very often. And I don't seem to place in a higher regard acting towards the highest good. Because I sacrifice highest good for temporary pleasures, for whims. And I do it often. That's why diet doesn't work for me. That's why fitness doesn't work for me. That's why any kind of progress in self-transformation never really worked for me, because I do break my own promise whenever I'm hungry, whenever I'm in the mood for something, whenever I don't feel like going to the gym, whenever I'm tired, whenever it's raining outside, whatever. But I can't help but admit that Marcus Aurelius is right. Whenever you should never desire anything that make you to break your own promise. I really like that he didn't say that you should never break your own promise. He says don't even desire it. He takes one more step. Don't even desire anything that make you break your own promise. So whenever you catch yourself desiring something and you know that it will be against your values, against what you believe in, against the promise you made to yourself, just drop it. Just like that, drop it. And so how do you drop it? You drop it exactly the same as you would drop a piece of hot metal, like scorching, like white hot metal, you know? It should burn your soul. Because if you will go for whatever you desire that is against the promise you made to yourself, whatever the promise might be, because this promise is being built on the top of your hierarchy of values, the whole pyramid of values collapses. Nothing makes sense anymore. There's pure chaos in the world and nothing else. You lose self-respect. And that is a primary reason why it didn't resonate with me. I don't think I have a lot of respect to myself. I don't respect myself enough. Because in order to hold to a promise, you need to keep yourself in a high regard. You need to respect yourself. You respect your own opinions. Respect your own values. Respect where you're going. Respect where your destiny is. Respect your duties. Respect where you are. and who you are. And I can't find a lot of respect in myself in it. But then, if I won't be able to find it, if I won't be able to keep to my values and keep my own promises, I am hardly a person. That's how I see it. Never desire anything that will make you break your own promise. Obviously, this is not where the sentence ends. He goes further. Don't desire anything that would hurt other people. Don't desire anything that would fill you with negative emotions. All this stuff. Don't even desire stuff that is not bad. Basically, to put it simply, don't desire stuff that's not bad. What the promises you make to yourself, they're all about good. Your plans are all about good. You always aim for what you perceive as good, even if other people would not agree. So go for the good. Go for good and for good only. In my case scenario, good at the moment is caring for my own health, for my physical and mental health. I am on a diet. I'm exercising. I am meditating. I did meditate today. Today was an interesting day, like in the beginning, because I had to cook for the whole day. So 5 meals for 2 people. So 10 meals in total, basically. Because it's 5 meals each. For the whole day, because my fiancée, she starts her work exactly at the moment that I finish mine. So, because I am the cooking person, I simply cooked everything today. I also made my first bread. I baked the bread. It didn't work out pretty well because it didn't grow properly. Probably because it was a little too cold for it. I didn't try it yet, though. So, I don't know if it's any bad. I will try it, and I'll find out, I guess. And I did meditate, once again, awfully late. This meditation is a very, very difficult thing, because it's always kind of in a way, but I did meditate. I basically barely managed to find time to do it, but whenever I did, I forced myself, and the thoughts that I had in the beginning of meditations were that I meditate to mark that this day is mine. That's why I meditate. That's why I sit and I meditate. In this way, I am showing that this day belongs to me, that I am in control, that things are going to be as I order them to be. And so I order myself to sit and just stare at the wall for 10 minutes straight. And it was good. It was good. Thank you very much, all, for listening. So that is day 6.